Hey guys, welcome back. Another character review video for you. This time it is the Squirrelgirl. So she came to the game. She's there currently she's in the game with some offers. You might not have bought them. You might be thinking about them. What do you want to do? I don't know. I talked about some stats of hers, and there were some missing start tech from the Envoy videos that we got, and mistakes were made, and you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts! Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Let's review Squirrelgirl. Her kit. Her T4s. And her stats. Anyway, let's go do it.
Bring me WolverThor!
Made mistakes. Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Okay, so let's get to that kit. Alright, so Squirrelgirl's basic kick butts is attack primary target for 240% damage. That increases for another 60% with the T4. Attack the enemy with the most speed bar for 210% damage plus a 50% chance to apply offense down, ignoring taunt and stealth. That chance to apply offense down jumps to 100% if you choose to use those T4s on the basic. And looking at this, we'll look at her stats in a bit, but that guaranteed offense down, depending how often she's going to basic, could be nice. Now, the key is, does this happen with assists from Miss Marvel? That's the thing to really pay attention to. And thanks to MSF.GG, we have our answer. So the assist counter information, which is on here, you'll see right there, apply offense down for 1 turn. So if she gets called for that assist, she will be applying offense down. It would be such an awesome kind of synergy if one of their passives kind of gives her either a better chance to assist or almost like a guaranteed assist from, I don't know how you'd kind of figure that out, but it'd be great. So anyway, back to the kit. So Squirrelgirl's special, Eat Nuts. Heal all young Avenger allies that are under 50% health for 15% of this character's max health. And that'll be important when we look at her stats. Heal all allies for an additional 15% of this character's max health. So anybody under 50% gets 15% of her max health, and then she heals again all allies for an additional 15%. So basically anybody under 50% gets a 30% heal. Clear 2 negative effects from all allies. If you choose to put T4s into this, you will clear all negative effects from all allies. So the clear 2 to all negative effects, that could come in pretty handy, especially since this is a 3-turn cooldown. This is going to be something that you want to make sure that you use at the appropriate time. So her on defense, unless there's some AI coding that says she's only going to do this when certain negative effects are around, or if a certain number of her allies are above or below a certain health percentage, I'm not loving that for an AI. Typically, the AI would screw that up and use it first turn. So, ultimate. Squirrelgirl's ultimate is called Squirrel Army. Attack all enemies for 210% damage plus apply bleed and offense down. This cannot miss. This is a heck of an ult here. So this should be your second turn ability, which shows that basic could be used first turn if you're controlling. So you're just going to basic unless you need a heal. Then you're going to come in and actually use this ultimate, which is going to attack everybody, put bleed and offense down on them. So the T4 gives it an additional 50% damage. The T4 will only really be needed if her damage rank is really high. Now you have to remember this is for all enemies. You're already going to get the apply of bleed and offense down. And the fact that can't miss, it's pretty swick. It's awesome. Squirrelgirl's passive. And this little image icon for her passive is honestly hilarious. It's the cutest little squirrel with a bow on it. Anyway, judge me. Unbeatable is what it's called. When a young Avenger ally drops below 50% health, apply defense up to that ally. Kind of Crystal-esque in that regard. And fill this character's speed bar by 10%. That's kind of Thanos-esque. So if you put T4s into this specific passive, it'll get an additional 20% of this character's speed bar for 30%, which is pretty good. If you want her to heal and go off, and 30%, it's not a lot, but you know, if she can get lots of turns, that'd be great. Gain 10% drain. With T4s, it's 20% drain. I'm telling you right now, you already want this T4. Young Avenger allies you gain an additional 10% drain as well. Same T4, so it's the gain 10% drain for herself and Young Avenger allies. The T4 gives it to 20%, so pretty good T4 here. Gain 20% max health for herself and Young Avenger allies. No, this is a rare passive that does not have an upgrade in the stat department once you use a T4. The T4 is purely for additional speed bar and drain, which when I did this video for Envoy, I confused some people because I said new symbiotes question mark. Didn't mean that there was new symbiotes that we were discussing in the video. What I was saying was, are these Young Avengers going to act kind of like symbiotes with this drain? It's obviously very different, a much lower percentage, but during the assists, that could add up. So I really like this ability. I would definitely drop T4s in it. So let's go check out her stats. HP, some damage, focus, we'll see what she can actually land. Okay, for those who are not aware, I have a giant spreadsheet that ranks every character in the game. I put all the stats in and then I rank them. And then I've got an average rank at the end. So you can see on a purely stat basis where these characters rank up. Just with the kit, and I'll jump to the stats, right? So the stat baseline that I've got for this is level 75, 7 yellow stars, 4 red stars. T14, because at the highest level you really want to know if you want to bring your character up that high. 25% start tech and passive level 4. All of this is per msf.gg. It's a great website, check it out. So where does Squirrelgirl stack up, right? So we've got her at 7, okay? Now, in the Envoy video, like I mentioned at the front of this, mistakes were made. I don't need to yell again, but mistakes were made. Basically, the Envoy video didn't have start tech in it, and these do. So it threw off the numbers a bit. I'm gonna factor that in a little bit next time, where we make sure we know exactly from the Envoy program our start tech numbers built into this, because it is a big swing. So Squirrelgirl's numbers went way up. She came up to 7th in the game stat-wise. So first up, let's get you some zoomage. So HP, we said that was important. She's ranked 6th in the game before any other character passive buff, like America Chavez. So this is great. Fantastic health pool here for healing. Damage, she's ranked 45th at 16,764. That's actually pretty good. So that ultimate, it's probably gonna have a good hit on it. And might be worth some of those T4s. Armor is terrible, 136, like bottom 5 or 6 tunes in the game. That is atrocious. So you really need to make sure that she can't get focused, because if she can get focused, sorry, she's gonna be ticking down there pretty quick. Focus, super high. She's ranked at 13th, 8945, so that's great. So those offensive downs should be landing. Then resistance. Her resistance is 7456, which is ranked 22nd in the game. Very solid. You want her to be able to get resists on slows and things of that nature, ability blocks if possible. So having a higher resist is obviously, with any tune, is helpful, especially one that you need to, get your abilities off on. You don't want her basically nonstop, even though the offense down is nice. And then finally, we've got speed. Her speed comes in at 14th in the game. Again, very solid. 120 speed, that's phenomenal. So she'll be going pretty quick shortly after someone like Proxima Midnight, who's very fast. So her average stats across the board are 39.3. The only ones high, she's tied with Proxima Midnight. The only ones higher are Ebony Maw, Black Bolt, Ghost Rider, Ultron, and Dark Phoenix. That's it. Those are the only characters in the game higher than Squirrelgirl for stats. So she's pretty solid stat-wise. So I think it's about time we get to that outro and kind of recap exactly what this kit and girl and all this stuff's all about. All right, so we got nuts, right? Yep. Michael helped us. Good old Batman. So, look, at first I was a little poo-pooey on Squirrelgirl. The start tech, that helps, obviously. Her heals, her speed, I think she's pretty good. Now, the problem is, even if she's really good, are the Young Avengers. There's a 5th character missing. I'm still shouting Spider-Gwen to the moon. Why? Because of Marvel Rising. Makes sense. She's coming to the game. You know, is it going to be Inferno? Who knows? It could be either of the two, or maybe they're going to do something random that we don't know. But I'm Spider-Gwen, or Inferno. I don't know. Yeah, so let's see what shakes out. But if the team doesn't come together, I'm kind of like, Squirrelgirl might sit at the bottom of a lot of people's rosters. Her stats are great. They really are great. But if the team can't be better than Brawlers, honestly, I mean, I built up Brawlers back when it made sense to pull them up, and Miss Marvel made sense, and you had the Bendy Girl and Witch campaign event or whatever it was. So it was like, oh, you better build them up to get all. At the time, T4s were very, very, very rare, and you could get some T4s from that, so you'd want to do it. So I don't know. We'll see. Am I going to build her up? No, I'm not. Right now, I'm not. Straight up, I'm not doing it. I think her stats are great. I did buy the offers. I have her sitting down there, but I need I need to get my gear on my X-Force. I need to build up some other war offense teams. I don't know. I just, no room for her. So sorry, Squirrelgirl. Maybe one day. We'll see. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. The Discord, or come to the Discord, link in the description below. Hammer down the like buttons, notification bells, do all that good stuff. Share with your alliance mates, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, cousins, people like that. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.